thank you for sharing your Friday afternoon with us on Kababayan today. And of course, this afternoon is such a wonderful afternoon because we are introducing and interviewing musicians and also playing their music. That was cellist and vocalist April Guthrie. Wonderful performance. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for joining us today on the show. Go, of course, you met earlier. He is the founder of Brilliant Strings. It's an event and where musicians gather on the first Sunday of every month. And I understand, April, you're the first and only female to join this group.
Yes.
Tell us about your experience with
It's quite an honor.
Yeah. Tell us about your experience with Brilliant Strings.
I was able to attend the first concert, and I've known Go for many years now, so it's quite an honor to be able to be the first female performer, especially, and I think maybe even the first bowed string instrument.
That's correct.
On the series as well.
Okay.
So it's very exciting.
Go, what is the idea behind Brilliant Strings? Is it just, to build camaraderie? Is it to develop appreciation for music that transcends, borders and race and gender and all that?
Pretty much what you just said, it summarizes right there. But I like to also share with you that a lot of us are touring musicians. April is consistently on the road. I'm on the road. Kai's on the road quite a bit. But one time we realized that because we're living here in Los Angeles, as this being our home, we have all our friends and we have all our toys and instruments here. So technically, this is the best place to do a little bit of a festive concert with all of us together.
I love that. And also sharing music with each other. April, tell us about your love affair with cello.
It started when I was very young, of course. Well, 9. And it's just continued. I think it's one of the more exciting instruments these days because it can act as an instrument in so many different kinds of music. It can be in a rock band, it can be in an orchestra, it can be a solo instrument, it can accompany others. It's just a really exciting...
So very flexible.
Yes.
And that's why you've collaborated with different artists from different genres of music, correct?
Yes.
Are you promoting any specific genre for Brilliant Strings? Go.
Technically, I'm open to anything that's brilliant. Period.
How do you define brilliant? How do you tell that one is brilliant, one is just average, so-so?
Okay, that's a very tough question for me to answer.
You brought it up.
You're good. Well,
I guess it's just what connects to you, right?
let me come back to that one.
Okay.
I'll think about that.
Okay.
I have an answer, but you threw me off, so.
Right. Okay.
That was a good one.
April, what about you? What have you discovered in your collaborations with different musicians and working with different genres?
What have I discovered?
Yeah.
It's very interesting because everyone is coming to art from such a different place, and to be part of each of those small instances of music, or sometimes very large instances of music,
right,
can be very exciting. And I think being part of Brilliant Strings is that you get to play with people that live in your area, that are often on the road, like Go said, but that it's that you get to be at a concert where you're definitely surrounded by musicians that you want to have always played with.
What's in it, Go, for the viewers?
I think for the viewers, what do you mean
For
exactly?
the people who will attend.
For the people who will attend. Well, this is a place where musicians are coming together, not as supporting musicians, but to be leaders of what they do. A lot of times when you go on the road, you might have to be a supporting musician, which is different from doing what's really at your heart.
Right, I get it.
I like to invite people to do that, because so many of us do that. I'm kind of fortunate because I've always done my thing, pretty much only. But I like for everybody to come here and go back to the very first joy of why we started playing our instruments, and do that to the fullest.
The pure joy of music. That is brilliant. More from Brilliant Strings when we return on the show. Don't go away.